Thank you. Thank you for the introduction, and hello everybody. I'm Roman Lipski, artist from Berlin. I'm still a painter using quantum algorithm to manipulate and create some visuals. I have I have absolutely not a scientific background I'm not physicist, and I try actually to move my slide. And the presentation today is mostly from the perspective of a painter. And the beginning of my adventure with quantum technology happened something about 5 years ago, when I pay attention or pay a visit at Zurich Research Center. They have 2 computers, or that they had 2 computers, maybe they have more actually. But I was fascinated by the shape of the cooling system and also of the whole hardware. And of course, the scientist itself, they was absolutely open-minded and nice, kindly to me. They didn't give me the feeling that I'm some kind of stupid or have completely no chance to understand the quantum physics, which will be okay, because I still struggling with quantum physics. How many of you understand the quantum mechanics, or some have? Okay, nice, I love it. But mostly of you not, and you are my guys. So, I have here a very, very interesting sentence prepared, or a passage from a text about quantum blur. Because at the time, as I mentioned, 5 years ago, the quantum physicist James Watson, he developed a quantum blur software, or there was not really a software, some few algorithm to manipulate qubits and create some circuits and playing with the circuits. And the algorithm was not really prepared, or was not really made for create art with it. They invited me to use it, or to make some experiments and noises, just for, I don't know, to think what happened if somebody like me will create some effect with quantum blur. And what I did, what I got in my hands was algorithm who allowed me, it allowed me to create, to playing with one and only effect, the quantum blur effect, which was also very nice. You see maybe the example of it. There are some kind very interesting, in my eyes, very interesting symmetries and asymmetries, and of course the interferation effects. And you see here the structures are not really so super sexy, especially for a painter, because what I got after encoding some mostly a picture made by me, the results looked like this when the pixels, because what I got also that we have just a very few. I only simulated some situations, and I could a lot of pixels connected just with 1 or maximum 22 qubits. And so what I got is some kind of gray noises. But somehow it fascinated me, not really the visuals, the results I got on my computer, on my classical computer, but the fact itself to be a kind of participate in the kind of quantum movement, which I before this I also develop or play with AI, artificial intelligence, and created a kind of concept. I call it the artificial intelligence muse, the first artificial muse for in the world of art. And the concept was very interesting. But still, I saw a lot more possibilities and chances only playing with the quantum, with the one and only quantum effect. Fortunately, this is something about the future maybe, but at the time, what the algorithm allowed me to do is just to test some dynamics and just empower my own creativity. It was everything about testing myself as a painter. And for which reason? Probably to make my life much more complicated. And my art, I don't know, that will, this is absolutely, yeah, there was a lot of, at the time, a lot of asking questions. You saw the results, the black-white results. There was not really there was not really satisfied. There was not really interesting for a painter. But in the team, I not really at the time I didn't have the knowledge about what I'm actually doing. But fortunately, I have directly access to the scientists, and they was really very helpful and willing to make my artistic life a little bit better. And so they decide to correct the quantum Blur effect, the quantum Blur algorithm, to connect it with Unity, with game engine. And the gray skull picture connected with game engine changed completely the character, because I got the color palette coming from Unity, of course, and the third dimension. And now, and what you can see here is they are the same effect, the quantum blur effects and the interference effect, but with the next dimension. And of course, I got also the possibility to switch the perspective and focused. And so this is what my quantum blur art is looking like now. It's a huge change, right? It's, I will say, even beautiful. But still, this is what I am doing with the quantum software. Is not really. I'm struggling now to speaking about my my art as a quantum art. I don't know. Maybe you can give me the answer, because what I am doing is I have a very strong feeling that I do something wrong, because quantum physics, quantum mechanics have a huge potential. This is just a kind of feeling, and can explain things or words. Actually, they are still complicated to understand, but somehow on the another level. What I'm doing, or what I did, is that I use the algorithm and simulate something, or and made a picture. The kind of mirroring of our classical reality. Is this quantum art? I don't know. I'm missing something, but everything is about process. I give you the next example of quantum blur with Unity. It's, of course, it's very, very cool to know that's the castle or whatever it could be in your imagination. It's based on something quantum. And in my daily practice in my studio, I missed something, because I never quit to be a painter. I painted permanently picture, and what I missed by the painted picture is absolutely the third dimension, or the possibility to touch the picture. This is not usual, to touch the picture if you are wishing to enjoy the art. And so the next development is that I mixed the quantum algorithm with craft, and I started to create a three-dimensional picture, a quantum carpets. And you have actually, you Munich people here, you have actually the opportunity to visiting Erich Stiftung, a small museum and small but very fine exhibition here about quantum art, where one of the quantum carpets is presented. And the quantum carpets, what are they quantum? Because the pattern I'm tufted here on the and is based on is some kind of it's a fragment of interference effect. And of course, this is also, and this is so maybe a little bit quantum because because here things are changed. This is about breaking the rules. What I couldn't communicate with the classical picture, I can actually our senses, like touching or smelling or something like this, I couldn't activate it with the painting, but with the carpets, in opposite. This is absolutely something new. This is breaking the or pushing the boundaries. And this is more, this is quantum for me, for example. This is something like created something unexpected or going one step beyond something. And what is quantum also? To participate by processes and being a part of scientific projects. You can see here, this is I am a painter, and this is my first scientific paper, and which is much more worth for me than even a solo exhibition in MoMA or whatever. I'm so happy and so glad to be a value person or to give something to the another guys and to help them to create a quantum brush. And quantum brush, there are much more effects, and all the effects are good for playing with the colors. This is what and how. There are the examples of it. I'm testing the quantum brush and create a new visuals, and there are still a few elements here, moments on the picture. Of course, always the computing based on 3 steps: input, computing power, output. The input is always based on my paintings. Computing power here, in this case, this is a quantum simulation, and output are a kind of effects. And they are pretty unique and special, and can be in the future very interesting tool for visual artists, because the colors they are coming absolutely unexpected, but some kind on a very precise and logical way. And the next step is, of course, or implement all the knowledge in my own paintings. This is an example. Earlier this year, I painted this one, but in between there are several more pictures. And indeed, what happened 10 years ago when I started experimenting with AI, which AI helped me transform my painter's, my artistic style, happened once again now with quantum mechanic. And actually I'm traveling between Berlin and Basel, and because I am in the residency by Basel University in Basel by NCCR Spin, and this is where probably this is first after 5 years the first moment in my life where I'm getting the feeling to understand what I'm doing or what I did all the time, because they push me at the beginning, but I really love it. As a painter, I'm starting to learning mathematics. What are the vectors and Hilbert space? Why the vector space are important to understand quantum physics? And if you are interested doing in the future or playing with quantum art, or doing quantum art, I will ask you, or I will suggest you first start with linear algebra. And Because I'm in the Basel, I expected maybe some dancer here or actors. A quantum art can be presented in a very unique and very original shapes and projects. And this is one of one of projects where the dancer explained something with the body, with the movement, explained the quantum physics. But in my opinion, the most progressive and the best quantum artists are the musicians. So, thank you very much. This is what I wanted, or what I, yeah, this is it.